Hey Scuba, how you doing? You having a good morning? I'm doing great, doing great. So what brings you to my stream and to Pax Day? Oh, so you're East Coast, aren't you? 4 a.m. Yeah, you're East Coast, aren't you? So it'd be 3:49 in the morning for you, almost 4 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Do you play? Sweet. Glad you enjoy, man. Where are you at? What server and stuff are you on? What server and map do you use? I don't need this yet. I need to actually get some wood. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't remember where I'm at sometimes. All right, I need some iron. I just want an iron one. Don't need anything special. Need to go get a bunch of wood. What's up, Turnius? Or Saw Death, whichever one you prefer. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in a couple days. Have you been around since I've been working on the Tavern, the Flying Bear Inn? Have you oh, a lot more flying trees than used to be. You have been busy. Well, you've been gone, so I assume you've been busy. Yep, that tells me. Have you seen the Tavern lately? Have you seen my build lately? Would you like to take a look? Scuba, okay. I am at. Well, why didn't that show it? Why is my bot not working? That's interesting. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure everything is up. Well, let me give you a tour of the. Mix It Up didn't pop in this morning. Oh, I must have turned it off and not restarted my computer. That's why, because I was busy uploading a lot to YouTube. Oh, by the way, on YouTube, please go here. If you haven't already, go to Mandemikc_Plays and subscribe. All I want to do with this channel. Thanks, Scuba. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. The reason why is I want to dual stream. So the only reason why I ask people to go subscribe, if you know people, they don't really care, have them go out there and subscribe. I just need to get to 50 subscribers so then I can dual stream. That's all I want to do. I will not be leaving Twitch. I'm going to be twitching on dual stream and YouTube at the same time. I just want to get to 50. That's all. I could care less after that. But right now what I'm doing is I'm recording all my videos in 1 hour blocks. I have a, and then I'm uploading them every night. And then in the morning I'm editing all of them and then posting them. So if you guys would, that would be great. Why didn't that Twitch alert box come up? Something just happened and I don't know what it was. Let me try this. Let me try this again. There we go. That's our location. So you're in Mary. Yeah, we're in Karis. I'm loving this game too. And I'm not a grinder, and I'm loving this game. Also, if you don't follow me here on Twitch, by all means do. If you notice, I put an average of 8 to 10 hours a day into these streams. That's, you know, it's my job and I enjoy doing it. You're in Maris. You're in Mary. In Mary, let me finish chopping this little tree and then I'll take a look. I actually don't know which one goes to which one. So I know that these go to Where's it at? These go to the different locations. I just haven't opened these up yet. So this is the PvP server because it's always open. But this goes to a map, this goes to a map, and then there's a corner map. Well, I'm retired Air Force. You know, I did work in the Air Force. After the Air Force, I did grind. I did engineering, and then I did sales, technical sales, like sales engineer. And, oh, I hated it. I hated it so much it hurt. It was mind-numbing, having to work for people, having to wear what they want you to wear. You know, you have to click your heels every time they tell you. I was fucking enough of that, especially when you have people that are making rules that I consider to be absolutely moronic. Hey, they can own their business all day long. They can make whatever rule they want. I just don't have to participate in it. And I chose not to. Luckily, I have a woman that owns her own business, and she volunteered. She said, hey, why don't you retire? Why don't you do the streaming thing and, you know, your writing and, you know, some of the things you like to do. You know, because she knows I collect a pension every month. So, you know, we're good to go. And yeah, so I got lucky. I got really lucky. Thank you, Scuba. Hey, you're a taxpayer. Thank you for your service because you paid my bill. You paid my paycheck. You're still paying my paycheck. All right. So why don't I give you all a tour of the Flying Tavern, the Flying Bear Tavern. All right. First, let's start at the beginning. Let's start over here. I'm going to keep this down on purpose, as I know we're going. Okay, it first started here with the Flying Bear workshop. So this was open. This is obviously open. People can use the benches. They obviously can't use everything else. I know this is a bit of a mess at the moment, but here's the workshop. So it has everything you need here. You know, tailoring up here, leathercraft over here. You have fletching, which they don't have a fletching sign. All it needs to be is an arrow. I mean, it's almost like the simple one to do. Out of all the things they could have done, you know, complex. I mean, you got scissors over here, and you got all this fanciness. Just an arrow. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you got fletching here with the founder's table and basic jewel craft. I only have it here because when I need to repair my jewels, I don't actually do jewel craft yet. Oh wow. Oh, Saldeth, you're around my age then. You're between your 40s and mid-50s, aren't you? Yeah, you're my age. All right, so let's start at the beginning. First, there's the entrance. This is the entrance to the tavern. Let's take a quick look back. And remember, I'm not done. I still have to finish the roof entirely. But so there's the Flying Bear Tavern. This is what it looks like. I need to get away from the smoke. I still can't get away from the smoke. There you go. So there's the tavern. They definitely had you late if your dad was in Vietnam. Well, it's nice that you're receiving, you're receiving survivor benefits, aren't you? Or dependent benefits if he's still alive. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I'm sorry that you have to receive that for obviously the reasons why you're receiving it, but I'm at least glad you're getting some compensation. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, I did 23 years in the Air Force. Did Afghanistan, did Iraq, did all that. So yeah. It's a time I enjoyed, didn't enjoy, loved it, hated it, the whole 9 yards, blah blah blah, like any job really. All right, so here's let's get into this. So here's the Flying Bear Tavern. Probably gonna fix that corner. So remember, this is a work in progress, and this is a project that's in the works right now. I should be done within the next week or so, hopefully within the next week or so. But it always feels like something I want to touch up or change. You should see it at night. All these windows light up. It's Goj. It's Goj. All right, so. You saw that. Let's go through the entrance. I'll give you a proper tour. But before we go through the entrance, we must say hello to our veteran employee, Gus. Gus sits here. He's our security guy. He takes care of all of the inputs of all of our stock. Anybody that's going to make any deliveries or any outgoings goes through Gus. Now, Gus has a little basket here. Gus's basket is where he keeps his whittling stick and his knife, as well as a book for reading and his sandwich for lunch. Over here, his lovely wife, Margaret, always makes sure that he has pretty flowers to look at while Gus is sitting there doing Gus stuff. Gus isn't lazy. He's just old. He's been with us for many, many decades. Even before I had the tavern, he was here. Gus is a fixture as much as these walls are. Gus is a good man. All right. So let's go to the entrance. Here's the entrance. Again, not done. I'm thinking about putting a bench down here and maybe some other things. Hey, Fergie. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You are just in time. I am giving a tour of the almost complete Flying Bear Tavern. So if you all would like to join us. Hey, thanks, Mayo. Thank you very much, Mayo, for the follow. So here we go, Flying Bear Tavern. Let me give you a bird's eye look for a moment, so you guys can see what we're doing. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So here's what it looks like so far. Again, it's a work in progress. It's not complete. If you'll see, ground level is where the cellar is. First floor is the main floor of the bar. Second floor is the balcony, as well as part of the first floor, which has the fancy room for business events and private parties. And the third floor I'm going to rent out. So if anybody knows about Pax Dei Rentals, go to paxdayrentals.com. It's not my site, but you can actually rent out your rooms. So this is what it looks like so far. Kind of give you a little bit of a look. Yeah, I'm smoking. I've got some stuff going on. So yeah, so far, let me give you an outside tour. Here is some outdoor dining, as well as balconies. Let's go through the tree. Again, I'm doing some more smoke, but here is the back. This is going to be a beer garden, so all this is going to be gone here in the next couple of days. And I'm going to make a garden out here in the back for people to sit, benches, things like that. I have, Fergie. But let me take you to the tour. All right, so there you got so far. Yeah, I've done some work. I like it. Everybody watch Howl's Moving Castle? Of course, we've all watched Howl's Moving Castle. I'm not done with it, but I kind of want it knobbly and kind of, you know, janky and things over here and things over there. It's got to have the right feel, of course. So yeah, so I had to modify how it looked like the balconies being supported because the windows. So yeah, I added some things, but yeah. I think it looks really good. So let's give you guys the tour. If you all want to stay and hang out, let me show you what it's all about. All right. So again, here we have the workshop. The workshop has, I call this Diagon Alley. And again, I want to modify the workshop. All the kilns you see, I'm going to put on the roof above the third floor. So everything here is going to be cleaned up. I might put like a couple furnaces and a couple kilns. You got the master furnace here. And of course, over here is the forge. So things are going to change here, how it looks. But for the most part, I like this part. So let's go through the entrance. And if you haven't, since you're just joining us, I want to introduce you to Gus. Gus has been the longest member of the tavern. He's been here before me. He's probably been here before the walls have been here. Gus is our security guard. He takes care of all deliveries and all outbounds. Got a little basket here. In it, he's got his sandwich, his book, and his whittling knife and stick. If he ever gets bored, his wife, Margaret, always plant some flowers for him and makes him a nice sandwich every day for lunch. That's Gus. Gus is a member. He's great. He's old. We don't say bad shit about Gus. All right, here's the entrance. As most of you have already probably seen, let's go inside and I will introduce you to the Flying Bear Tavern. Okay, so here is the ground floor. The ground, you got a nice stage over here for the bard to play. We have some tables all set up in chairs. You can go outside, which will be out to the beer garden. And then we have a nice balcony, which leads to the fine dining. So all fine dining is done at this location here. I might put the flowers there. So, oh shit. Yeah, I've got to build a staircase. So bear with me on it. Let me come upstairs. But if you all know, I've already got a staircase to go out to the beer garden from there. So yeah, so again, still in the works. Now let's take you to my personal favorite table that I'm about to show you. Was my inspiration, and I worked with Scar, who's our resident master builder, and he helped me build it. So I'm going to do this on purpose because I want to show you this table if you haven't seen it. I'm going to show it to you from here. Check this out. Check that out. Tell me that table isn't badass. So this is the fine dining, or this is the, I call the fancy room. This is where you can have business parties, clan parties, private parties, clan meetings. They can all be done here. They can be rented out for a very small fee. I'm talking pittance, like 50 gold or something like that. I might rent it out. It won't be for much. This is just for people to kind of get together if they want. Of course, there'll be free drinks. That's part of the process. There'll be free drinks and free food. I think it is. Let me camera this so you can kind of see it from above. Yeah. So You have to be very picky. So yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah, that table's at night so much nicer, so much nicer. So of course you have your own private balcony, and you could jeer and look down on the common peasant folk as they drink in their normal garden while you live it up in this lavish fine dining environment. Thank you very much, but we're not done. So, all right. So of course up here, you know, we have some nice storage, which is actually functional storage, but I like it here as just kind of like it breaks things up, doesn't it? And it just kind of gives it a different feel than just plain square boards and stuff. And of course, here's the bar. So, and of course in these baskets, anybody can show up. In fact, what I should have done is I'm gonna make these public. There you go. I didn't do it yesterday. So any baskets that are here that have food on it are going to be public. Our clan and I have our own private storage for all of our stuff. So I'm making all this public. Now it's going to be normal food. It's going to be base stuff. So if you have people that come in and you don't necessarily don't want to supply them, or you're just coming through and you need a little extra pick-me-up as you come through, by all means, stop into the tavern, pick up your free. We're going to throw some drinks in here as well. So anywhere there's a basket, it's going to be public. Let me make these all public now while I'm at it. You can come in and grab some free drinks. I will also put here, there's a barrel here, where we'll have the drinks for you all to come in. So we're not done with the tour yet. Let us head downstairs first. This is my cellar. This is where all the beer and the yeast and all the hops are made. Well, all the stuff is made for the for drinking and for food making. We come into the kitchen. Here's the main kitchen here. So we have the basic cooking workbench, and of course we have the bread oven. Happy at work making bread, and then of course we have our main hearth, where we have the ability to make other foods. It's all good. Then we come up to our storage area. Oh, good morning, Kumio. There you go. Here we go. If you underscore PD, Pax Dei, clan location, underscore PD, clan location, all one word. This is a standard server. Well, they're all PvE. It's not. I'm not in PvP. No, I mean there is PvP in the map, but not with us. Leaving my tea bar alone. All right. So as you saw down here, I've set this up. I'm like most of us. I've worked at multiple restaurants before, pizza delivery, you name it. So I wanted to make a restaurant that was functional. A tavern that was functional. So everything has a flow to it. And again, I will be fine tuning it as we go. So down here, you saw that there were the spare kegs. You know, so if we need to fill up any of the kegs, we can come up here. So the back room, you can fill up the kegs from here, from the bar. Here's where the washing station. So there's a person that sits here and cleans all the mugs and the steins and the plates and cutlery. And we have all storage back here. So if you need anything, so all the cooking staff can come back here for storage. Okay, now that's done again. Got things to fix, Let's keep moving on. Over here will just be a balcony. I'm going to put a table here. What I really wish Pax Dei did was they had like round tables and small square tables. Geez, that would change the dynamic of this. But if you look closely, well, you don't have to even look closely. They're all long rectangle tables, whether it's the 100 table or the ornate table. Oh, Grumps, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for the sub to the community. Whoop. So yeah, so I wish that they would have more tables. So let us stop talking about this and let's go up to the second floor. Now the second floor, this here, I want you to think Mos Eisley. I want you to think the tavern where Han Solo met Luke Skywalker. This is going to be kind of the shady area where all the ne'er-do-wells go and they plan their schemes and their heists. I think this will be a nice, I might actually even darken it even more. So I think this will be good. We have some minor storage in the back over here. And of course, we have benches and stand-up bar. Where people can come out here, another balcony. Again, more stand-up bar. location, as well as a place where people can sit or just put their pints, and they can also watch, where they can watch the live entertainment down on the stage. And here's just a simple balcony. People want to come out here and sit. I'm hoping that they do put like cafe tables or small round tables that we can put here. Otherwise, I'll just put a stool with a candle on it. Here is going to be a spiral staircase going all the way from the ground floor all the way up to the 3rd floor. I'd sit in the corner too, Grumps. The shady people zone, totally. Even when I made this, I was like, I'm putting Han Solo here. This is where Han Solo would sit. If he was to sit anywhere, him, Lando Calrissian, they'd be up here gambling. Oh, this is the place here. This is a place for no children. It's a no kid zone over here. All right, so you've seen the 2nd floor. Now let's go up to the rentals. Okay, so there's 5 bedrooms here. I'll show you. Easier for me to show you like this. So we got 5 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I wanted them wonky. I wanted them different shapes because just square bedrooms just seem boring as hell to me. So, and it's still all in the cottage style. And so right now I've just set these up like yesterday or the day before. So each of them, of course, has their bed. It'll have it has a flower pot. It has a bare rug, and it's going to have each of them are going to have their own private balcony, including storage, and they have access to all the tables. Okay, so you go into your room, same thing. This will look out over the balcony. Again, all these are going to be gone. So what I plan to do is this is all going to be roofed, normal standard cottage roof, and above that, I'm going to have all the thatch going around it. So as far as anybody on the ground can see, it looks like a complete thatch. But actually, I'm going to have all my furnaces up at the top. So all my furnaces and kilns are going to be up here, and you access them via the staircase. Next, we have our storage. Since I don't have the roofs on here, it's kind of light. So we got more storage in here, which is actually active storage. This is for all. This is for the cleaning crew to come through and replenish the rooms, and for anything additional that someone might need. Then we come through here, and for the residents, if they want to meet up, they can. We're going to turn this into like a common meeting room area here, and then through here, there's another balcony that looks out over the lake, as well as this, as well as the workshop. And of course, more storage in here. So there you go, everybody. For everybody that's joined me, I really appreciate this. Is the first tour I've actually given since I've built outside of the clan. People have watched me build this. It's on all my videos. So if anybody wants to watch. So yeah, so that's it. That's it for the tour of the Flying Bear Tavern. So yeah, you can imagine this having sconces on poles, having tables all around, flowers, a well in here. It's going to look really pretty. Vines. There's going to be vines all over this place. It's going to look really home. So I mean, imagine it. Imagine this with all the vines. Vines through here. All through here. It's going to look really pretty. Flower baskets at every window. Yeah, I think it's going to look really good. I think it's going to look really good. So that's it. Thank you all very much for my tour. Of course, now I'm going to get started. What I plan to do is start roofing up the 3rd floor. We chop down some wood first because I need to refill my boxes, my wood boxes for the charcoal. We're starting to smelt steel now. If anybody hasn't started smelting steel, to smelt a stack of steel takes 200 charcoal. It is bonkers, dude. It is absolutely bonkers. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, we've already started some glass. Yeah, because the big furnaces here. I've already started working some glass, but right now I'm using the furnaces for silver bars because a lot of people, there's a few people that do jewelry craft. So I got basically, I'm gonna have silver going. So what I do is I have the silver in the chest over here, and then charcoal over here. I do have this completely set up. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. There you go. 19 furnaces running glass 24/7 with 2 people. We did see one. Who was it? Our clan leader Stormy showed us a guy yesterday on YouTube, on Twitch. I can't remember who it was. Skuldar, that's it. Skuldar. Yeah. Is that your clan? He's in your group. Yeah, we saw his stream yesterday. Holy nuts, you guys. That is a doo-doo ton of freaking furnaces, man. You literally, I mean, it looks like some kind of industrial complex going on there. And his spiral tower that he built on a single plot with all the kilns. You living in that factory? You must be. How long does it take to fill everything up? The charcoal you guys are going through must be mad. Absolute mad. You must have people that just, I mean, like me every day, I'm by myself every day just to keep these 4 and these 4 kilns back here going. I do at least 3 runs a day of just wood. At least 3 runs a day of just wood, just to keep these going and keeping these boxes filled. Actually, I can do that, can't I? There we go. Yeah, it must be. So down here is, I didn't show this part. So down here, when the servants need to get to storage, they can go this way. So this is going to be filled with storage boxes as well, just a light scattering of like barrels and boxes and things. So servants have another way of accessing also the 1st and 2nd floors. So they'll have a spiral staircase here, then they can get up that way as well. So instead of, here's if you guys are going to build a tavern or a restaurant in Pax Dei, always remember flow. Flow is, of course, how customers and staff interact with each other. Now, the reason why I have this open space here, set up full of tables, is because you have customers coming in. We don't know what customers are going to come in, and we don't know when, or what type of customer. We might have a customer that's coming over to the fancy room. If that's the case, they might be a little bit more upper crust, and they might not want to mix with the normal common folk. So they have easy access to the room. Also, since I have access down here for the servants and the staff, I don't want them to have to cross over people that are entering and leaving. That's why I have this door over here. And that's why I'm also going to have this staircase. Because if you noticed up here, the only access to this upper floor is through this staircase and the staircase in the back. But that staircase in the back, of course, isn't for employees right there. So for this floor, the only access is through that ladder or that staircase over there. So I want the spiral staircase here for staff as well as emergencies. So staff can exit in this direction, and they let customers use this. This staircase, of course, is also meant for the boarders, the people that are renting the rooms. Sorry, somebody for that. You know, well, if I can come down there, absolutely, Kumio. I've seen your videos and I like it. For me, a lot of this stuff is very basic as far as build, but I like the detail. I'm very much about the detail guy. So you can, and people build their castles and they, put banners and they put all that stuff up. But I'm very much about, if I was sitting here at this chair right here, what would I actually see? What would I be looking at? And that's what I want to build in this. Oh, so you're all over at Mary Down. Okay. I wish we could see the maps. We can't, can we? There's no real way to see any of the other maps, is there? I really wish there was, but I don't think you can in this. Can you? Anyone? I don't think I can see the other maps unless I'm in there, isn't it? Isn't that true? Because, well, I don't know if I can click on this, if it'll show me the other location, but I haven't. But yeah, so the next day or so, yeah, I don't think so. I really wish we could. But yeah, again, I really do thank you. I spent an exorbitant amount of time on this. I really didn't think that I was going to be into building, because when I Minecraft, I don't like building. I like going out and mining and exploring. But here, if you'll notice on my map, I haven't even finished getting these Petras yet. I still have these Petras to get because I was too busy, mining and making. I mean, look at all this. I have been to this part of the map like a million freaking times, just mining iron and limestone and granite. And so, yeah, you can see where I've this is where I've been 95% of my time. Just yesterday, I went on my first raid, first hunting, where we went out and got NPCs and spirits and things. So I really have been getting into my build. So yeah, over here, if anybody wants to know how you can glow up, there's a couple different ways. Surprising, it's more restrictive than you think. If you want to get a glow underneath your bar, what I did was I put a candle here. I don't have my hammer on me. I put one of these floorings down here, put candles on the edge, and then put another flooring on top. Because a lot of old bars, they'll have little step stools for like shorter people or just for a person to rest their feet on. So this is actually sort of appropriate. It's true to life, in a way, yeah. Oh yeah, mine? You gotta see it. You gotta see mine, bro. Here, let me show you mine. This is my skills right now. Okay, so bows is level 10, and I know they're fixing that. You can't even take that with you on a party. Bows, deer. Literally, bows are for deer and deer alone. They're useless everywhere else. You can't go into combat with them. They're nuts. See, I don't really have a whole lot on my battle. I mean, I do on my medium arms because I take that around everywhere. My medium, but here's my stats so far. Yeah, my carpentry's at 30. Blacksmithing's at 25 because I'm making all the equipment for everyone. Mining is at 35 because I'm out there getting mining the whole time, and weaponsmithing at 18. So now I'm able to, yeah. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. It is because yesterday when I went with my clan members, I said, hey, I'm going with my bow because I need to level my bow. They said, no problem. And we weren't 10 battles in, but I was like, dude, my bow sucks. I'm not doing any damage. I'm eating arrows. I went through, in 20 minutes, I went through 200 arrows. Basically, my whole stock would just be arrows if I was going out for a couple hours. I would have to literally fill my inventory with arrows. It was a lot. And those were iron arrows too. They weren't even like bronze or whatever. They were iron arrows. Yeah, bows right now need to work. I'm not going to complain about them. I like them. You can use, if anybody doesn't know, you could be at any level of bow. It doesn't matter. If you just make, if you have some wood on you in the forest, if you just pick up sticks and you go in here and you make wooden arrows will single shot any deer. So if you want to go out and gather leather or things like that, my suggestion is if you take a bow, just make yourself a doo-doo ton of wooden arrows, and then if you empty out, find some sticks, make yourself some wooden arrows. You really don't have to take a lot of inventory of arrows to go out hunting for an extended session. Also, take your broadsword, because if you come across the pigs take 8 to 10 arrows to drop. That's nuts. Even iron arrows at my level, it's silly. So use your broadsword, so you can level up your sword skill as well as your bow and arrow, sword and shield as well as your bow and arrow at the same time. So how I do it is, like, I'll leave here. Like, do it like if you want to go get some Petras, if you need to go unlock some Petras. So travel the forest, just find the forest and travel the forest. Jump across, find another forest, travel the forest, get your Petra, travel the forest, rinse and repeat. Travel the forest and get yourself your other Petra. You're going to gather so much leather. Your bow's going to go up, your broadsword's going to go up. Yeah, if you did that for like 2 hours, you would get 3 to 6 Petras, and your leather would be filled. You'd just be done. You'd be ready to come home. Yeah, it's a good one to do if you want leather. Or if you don't want the leather, you want the other materials, like you need the tallow, like the suet, or animal lard, or the intestines if you're going to make sausages. Still, it's the same run. If you know someone else needs some stuff that you don't, like me, I'm gathering leather, but we have a person that's baking and they need suet for the tallow, then I say, hey, you want to come along? You can get all my drops. You can even help me do the skinning if you want, because I'll level up my skinning, and they get drops for free while I get my leather. It works out really well. And if they don't have the Petras unlocked, they can unlock the Petras. That's a good thing to do. So yeah, so there it is. Flying Bear Tavern. Very, very happy. Very happy with the results. Also, if y'all didn't know of... what's it called? Oh, the database, Pax Dei database. Let me go to it. Stand by. not the interactive map. Let me see. Pax Dei Atlas, that's it. All right, let me window capture. Let me share this with you. There we go. So if you haven't been before, let me move this down. There you go. Okay, so this was advertised by the devs in the Pax Dei Discord. If you haven't been to Pax Dei Atlas, go to Pax Dei Atlas. Log in with your Google account or whatever, then head to your map. So this is our map. Yeah, so this is our map right now in Selene, Karis. What you can do is you can put your clan locations. For me, I put the Flying Bear Workshop. Then you can put in the information you want. And yeah, and then you can advertise your location. Our clans also advertise its market space. Its market is where, I think they actually have it in the wrong location. They might not. It's down here. I think it's here. They got it in the wrong location. But this is our market space. Oh no, this is someone else's market space. That's why. So you can advertise where your markets are. This is a really good resource that people need to use more of. You've seen other clans have already started adding things to it. Yeah. So Raging Broner, Raging Broner. That's fucking shit. You got the Titus clan over here. This is a really good resource for us to use. I strongly suggest you all take advantage of it. I do have to get winemaking up. You're absolutely right, Grumps. I have started doing that. The thing is, the first thing you make with wine is like strawberry and blueberry, whatever. But those are harder as hell to find. And they're going to fix that soon. They're going to make it easier to see materials like plants and stuff. But finding strawberries, you'll be out there for days just to even get anywhere near like a couple rows of strawberries. It's a pain to find strawberries as well as blueberries. So I wish, I mean, grapes, a lot easier to get, and they're in the danger zone. So yeah, there you go, people. As far as advertisement for paxdeiatlas.com, go in there and add your guys' stuff. It's lovely. There you go. Just wait for blackberries. I think I've stumbled across some blackberries, but yeah, these berries aren't easy. So what I'm doing is down here, I have my barrels. I'm actually using these functional. I'm using these barrels. So down here, I got my red grapes, white grapes, and any kind of barley or grain and stuff. And over here is where I keep my berries. So yeah. So just randomly going through. So I got some blackberries, but oh, I need to take that drink out. That drink I'll put upstairs. Actually, I'll put those. That'll be my first drink I put in the barrel. Telling you guys, free food. Enough for everybody. Enough for everybody. There you go. Publican ticket. I know, dude, Fergie, those grapes. I got lucky because I found a good small little stash. We found a good small little stash right here. Is it through here? Yeah, through here. All this. I actually found quite a bit of grapes in that small little patch. So we're really close to some grapes, which I like a lot. I like the idea that we can. I've been through here a million times, and only recently I realized, oh shit, we can get grapes down here because I went all the way up here. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? I went somewhere. I don't remember where I went. I went somewhere. Up here. I went all the way up here for them. I didn't realize. I mean, it's a slightly larger patch, but yeah, I did. Come on. I didn't realize that this. I mean, if you like go through here, pick yourself up, a couple stacks of grapes, take them back, store them. Yeah, it makes it nice and easy. Oh yeah, yeah. I will have a vine obsession. If you've seen, I kind of got into it with my entrance. So you see my entrance. Oh, by the way, if you don't know how to put now in the beta before we went live, you were able to put sconces on these arches. You can't do that anymore. So what I used is one of these. I used one of these arching pieces of wood, and it blends really well with it. I mean, unless you really pay attention, or if you're a builder, you'll see it. But other than that, no, I mean, look at that. It looks just fine, doesn't it? No one really is going to tell. But yeah, you can't stick sconces on the arches, or at least I couldn't stick sconces on the arches directly anymore. Oh, you got the tiny little window here. If the cook wants to have herself a cigarette, a little cheeky smoke, she can come out here. But yeah, I'll be vining this thing up, man. There's going to be vines all over this. Vines, flower pots. Yeah, it's going to look really pretty when it's done. This edge, the only reason why this edge looks the way it does, I might have to vine it up, or I'm going to have to figure something out, or I might just leave it because this wall curves. So I wasn't able to get a proper thatch on it. So I'll figure something out for that. Yeah, I'll figure something out for that. I would assume we say we made a living wall. Everybody, let's help decipher this for Fergie. We made a living wall, and living wall, and oh my God, the green. Oh, oh my God, the greenery. Yeah. So fair enough. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of greens. I got a lot of. It's easy for me to get a hold of grapes if I need more. So if you notice how I did the arches here. I did those for some of the, I did that for some, see, I did it for like that balcony over there. I'll be doing the same for this. I don't like these posts here. It kind of deadens, you know how like, joy. Bleh. So I'll probably be doing those arches on this. Probably doing some rough cottage arches. I won't be doing the fine beam ones. But it'll make it at least a little prettier. Gus probably will bitch because he's probably seen this same view forever. So Gus isn't going to be happy, but Gus is just going to have to live with it. He doesn't own the place I do. Yes. So this I had the same because I had a batch of them, but I do plan to do different color flowers. So if you notice, I got white on all these, but inside, like on the fine dining and everywhere else, I've got pots as well as purple. So like lavender, I think that's lavender up there. So I got different colors around. Yeah, I'll be putting different ones. There's one pot looks like herbs, and I might have that around the kitchen somewhere. Let's go in here, let's grab my hammer. Is that my iron? Yeah, I'll keep my iron one. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, I mean, I didn't even really need that, did I? I could have just gone to the workbench. It's this one? Yeah, that one kind of, it's got garlic, and this looks like an herb plant. It says window flower pot, but I think it's an herb garden. So, because this one, it says daturas, but it plants garlic seed, garlic, things like that. I agree with you. I agree with you, Fergie. The flower pots should be more random. I mean, they're pretty, but they're all single colors. There's no wildflowers, like properly wildflowers. You know what I'm saying? They're all single colors. You're absolutely 100% correct. The only thing they really seemed to focus a lot on was changing the type of pot. But even then, it's kind of like, So, yeah, I'm with you. So this ladder is only here so I can gain access, so I can get up here easy to do my mods. What do I need here? This I need, fine wood beams. Fine wood beams, fine wood planks. All right. So yeah, if you guys set yourselves up, properly set your carpentry up, you should have planks, beams, miscellaneous stuff. Get all that out. Regular wood, and then of course, for your heartwood. So when you make your fine planks and beams. I can put this back. I can get those out. I'm gonna be eating up those beams, man. Watch this. Watch how quick this stuff gets eaten up. Oh, let me put this. That in my space was annoying me. There you go. And the heartwood. Actually, you know what we're going to do? As far as these go, it takes 15 to 25. So 460. So 2/3. For every 3 fine wood beams, or fine wood planks, it's 2 beams. All right. So we need far more beams, or far more planks than we need beams. So let's craft up some more of these. Oh, Fergie, yeah, you're Skyrimming it is what you're doing, and I completely agree with you. I mean, Skyrim from default had that in there. I mean, literally from Morrowind, you could manually pick things up and move things around. That's been around for 20 some years in games, if not longer. So having it in here is an absolute must. And Scar, our resident master builder, he mentioned that he's seen that in some play, in some of the devs' playthroughs or things that are coming, and he saw placement. I mean, we can already do that with the horn, with baskets. So the mechanic is there. They just need to add the individual components. And I mean, they don't even have cutlery. They don't have steins or mugs, nothing like that.